Good morning, traders. How are we doing today? Today is Thursday. It is 5:15, well, May 15th, 2025. Market opens in about 3 minutes. It is about 7:27 my time, or 9:27 market time. So we're going to see what happens with the overall markets here today. We got some good stream quality going on. Okay, we're good. Good, very good. CPI report came out, inflation, it came out normal. Get rid of that. And I wanted to share our link to the Discord. Lunar also skyrockets yesterday, so we're going to be taking a look at LUNR today at open. Possible trade on LUNR. Oh, it already is moving. Look at that. 1173. So I'm going to go ahead and buy. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on this one. We're going to be patient. Hello, hello, welcome. How are you guys doing today? Good morning. Sharing our link to the live stream now. Morning live. Live day trading. Today is the 15th. Excited to be here with you all. Yep. Got my morning coffee. And link is shared. All right. I think I am going to buy some Lunar. Mm. 1185. I was going to get some at 1170 just a minute ago. Yeah, see, this thing is selling off. Whoa. I'm going to buy 50 shares at 1185. Holy moly. Okay, a market is officially open. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at QQQ. Now, QQQ is getting some rejection here on this open. Okay, getting rejected slightly. Good morning. I'm doing good, thank you. Glad you're doing good too. All right. Looking at LUNR, we're going to see if we can get a bounce above. Is it going to sell off with the market? Or are we actually going to see a nice push up to $12? Now, there's not a lot of volume on LUNR, but it has been doing pretty good overall from those lows of $6 to $12. Potentially can push up to $15 or even $21, says analyst. Even at $12 would be very nice. So looks like it is going to sell off today, possibly back down to the moving average potentially, or it's going to hold. Okay, market's slightly bullish. NASDAQ has an ascending uptrend support here with the 45-day moving average, okay? Something to be mindful of. Although it looks like it's pulling back, it's still continuing to make higher highs. Okay. QQQ pushing up very nicely. 1185. We're holding our spot here. We're going to be patient. I want to buy another 50 shares. Okay, trying to hold up here. We need to get above this 1192 mark. I think that'd be great. And we could push above that level. Could make some new highs. I do want to add another 50 shares as well. When we get confirmation that this is actually going up more. And there it goes. I'm going to buy another 50 shares at $12. So we do have 100 shares now. I'd love to see this push back up to 12. We got a really good share price. A really good price point here on this today. Great cost basis. Beautiful cost basis. We're going to risk about 2% to make about 6%. Okay. As long as this keeps pushing up, we're going to be just fine. Okay, pushing up. We need to make sure we do a good job by locking in profits. We're up $20 on the day. There's that yesterday's levels. Now I do believe this can go up to 1269 again, 1279, but we need to be aware of 1240, 1250, stuff like that. As this pushes up, we're just going to hold. We're up almost 2% on the day. Seeing a nice little bounce off of that average here. Do you see that? 1167. Support, support, support. So we're just holding on that level here. Getting a slight pullback on the RSI. See the RSI trying to curl over. Okay, it's coming down. Gonna see what happens today. Hold this moving average here, hold and go back up even more. We can add to our position. Okay, 1280 resistance, about 1160 support. Does it hold above moving average now at this level? It possibly can. Then we could buy another 50 shares if we see fit as this begins to push up. Okay. Looking at 30-minute. Looking at 1 minute. Look at the overall markets. QQQ, little pullback. We'll see what happens. Just continue to push up. Slight rejection on moving average here. So it's going to stay rejected, or are we actually going to get ascending pattern still. Gonna see what happens. Hello, good morning. How are you guys all doing today? Doing good, I hope. We're probably going to be focused on trading LU and R today. Looks like it's the only thing in the green at the moment. Everything had a big push up. SoFi selling off. Oh, Google is what I wanted to talk about as well. We called it out in our Discord. Google pushed up all the way to 167, coming back down now to retest that moving average. But that was insane push this morning from 164.80 to 167 for Google. So very nice move. Here we go, QQQ. Trying to get above that moving average on the 5 minute. If you can get above it and become bullish, then we can see some more bulls step in, more bullish sentiment in the overall market. We got to get up there to that point, okay? Looks like we're catching some resistance on that 5 minute right there. Just waiting, being patient. LUNR, we could always add a little bit more down at this level, which is where I basically wanted to buy at. 11.85 and 12 is where I bought at currently for LUNR. Okay, being patient, holding. Looks like markets may continue to sell off. Let's see what happens. Looks like it is starting to curl over though. Do you see that? Kind of curling over. Purple lines below, trying to get back above. Having a hard time doing it. Apple, Google down to 164. Look at that. Everything that it pumped up, it gave all the way back. Those lows of 164. SPY's trying to hold above. TQQQ selling off, which means SQQQ, if the markets sell off hard, we can see a retracement for SQQQ from 24 to 25, 50-ish. If the markets do sell off back to that moving average, doesn't mean it has to, but it's possible. Now the low for today technically would be 513. 513 would be the low of the day, right? But it's got as low as about 515 overall. That's kind of where it is, 515. So let's see, markets are now showing some bearishness, right? Bearish sentiment. We're going to wait and see what happens here on the 1 minute. Does it retrace and go up? Does it sell off even? In my LUNR, it's not doing the best. It's holding at this moving average. I don't want to add any more to this position as it could continue to sell off if the market decides to sell off. Now, if the market holds and recovers, I could see this going up very easily. But at the same time, this looks a lot like the market, right? It's below the moving average today. It's trying to get above it, but can't get above and hold. Same thing with this, right? Got above it, coming back down. Trying to get back above it, but can't seem to hold. So here we go. Okay, overall market selling off slightly. Pushed back up to break even. That's nice to see. Again, buying down there would have resulted in a really nice move, right? We just want to make sure that we are aware of the overall direction of the market. Now on LUNR, On the 1 minute, it's holding above this moving average. On the 5 minute, it's trying to get above it. And if we can get above it on the 5 minute and hold, we can send this thing to 1260s. And I mean, we legit could make $70, $80, $90. There we go, 1202. Try and get above. I really want to see this make newer highs and stay up at those high levels, right? So if we can get up to 1215 and hold above 1215, maybe I buy more there at 1215. But it can't even seem to get above 12 and hold. We are waiting. I'd love to add more, 200 shares. That result in $150 today. Holding. It is holding. Still a little early. I'd love to see one big green candle, or just slowly trend up with those moving averages. But right now, not really seeing any of that. Just a lot of consolidation right now at the moment. Trying to get up above that level. There's 1 million volumes. There is a lot of people looking at this today. Got as high as 1216. It did confirm the validation above the moving average here on the 1 minute. It did confirm that. Looks like we're holding above 12 right now. I'm gonna buy another 50 shares. Okay, we got to break 1216, and then we can actually make some decent money here. We're up $25. Gotta hold above. Here we go. Got up to 1217. Gonna come back down and retest again. Take a look at UNH. Wow, UNH looking good, trying to push up from 255 to 260s. Overall market, the overall market's selling off a little bit here. It's crazy to see. LUNR pushing up though. I like to see that. LUNR is pushing up and holding above. Can't get greedy here. A nice ascending pattern here, going up, down, up. Is above that moving average. So it's looking really good, really decent trade setup here today. Potential to make some really good money here. Risking about 2%, 2% to make around 5 to 6%, about $100. Uh-oh, NASDAQ broke below. That's not looking good. Big sell-off. I mean, SQQQ pushing up. LUNR trying to hold above 1206, but because the markets are dropping, we may have to get out of this position. We're going to wait and see here. $12.08. Overall market is bearish. It is bearish. See what happens here. RSI is getting very low, but it could continue to sell off. LUNR back down to $12. I'd love to see another push up. That'd be great. So I bought when it was going up. Probably should have been buying the pullbacks. $11.95. I'm going to buy 50 more here at $11.95. Bringing me to 200 shares at $11.97. $11.97. See if it holds at this support level here and bounces. Or do we get some more selling pressure? Been kind of holding at this level generally for quite a couple days here. Love to get one more bounce, a double top, and don't really ever see triple tops. You do see them though. QQQ trying to push up again. Here we go. Signs of recovery on the NASDAQ. Okay, there's my 1%. Curling over on the MACD. Catching a lot of resistance there at that level here. Still very early to tell. QQQ trying to get up. There we go. Recovering. QQQ is recovering. Doesn't necessarily mean LUNR has to recover, because it doesn't. But it definitely helps, right? I'd rather buy in when the markets are bullish than bearish. Now, mind you, this has already pushed up from $9 to $12.80. That's a 36% profit. So I'm sure there's a lot of people locking in profits compared to adding to a position. We'll see if we get that retest on the low. Okay, we're just holding and waiting. QQQ trying to push up. Here we go. It's got some nice solid green candles. Might be a good idea to buy into TQQQ now if you believe that the markets can recover. Would love to see it get back above that moving average. There we go, pushing up. QQQ back up above that moving average. Lunar trying to show signs of a possible reversal here at 1180s. Got that moving average starting to show an ascending pattern upward, which is great. We want to keep it doing that. $1.48 million volume right now currently. I have many times that you always at high. I've seen many times. It looks like a high on the day because I'm trying to catch a breakout, but when you look at, say, like a 5-minute, it's a low. You see it here? The high would be 12.80. The low would be $12 or even 11.60. So I didn't buy down at 11.60. I bought as it was pushing up. So I bought at 11.85. And then when it made a new high, I bought at 12. And then another new high at 12.08. And then I bought some more at 11.95. So right in this 12, well, under 12, right? I have a 11.97 share price. So in my way, this looks like the high of day, and it can technically be the high of day right now. But I'm also waiting for that breakout to 12.80s. So the high of day is that resistance level up here. That's what we're trying to get that you don't really see. So I'm risking around 30, 40, maybe even $60 to potentially make $150, right? That's like a 1-to-4 ratio. Now, yeah, I would have loved to get lower at 1170s, 1171. That would have been my better area, but it never dropped below that. Now, I should have bought at 1170, 1180s, and I should try to buy at the bottoms. I understand what you're saying. I should be trying to buy the pullback, not the push back up. And that would give me a better entry. I could still be down here in like the 1180? I could be down here in like the 1180s. Maybe even, yeah, I'd say like the 1180s. I'd have a better share price. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't help to catch these breakouts on these highs. So Raju, I mean, it does make sense to wait, buy the pullback. Wait, buy this little pullback. Wait, buy this pullback. And so that would have been good. Also, this yellow line is an area of key interest. As you can see back here in November, a lot of interest at 1192, a lot of consolidation right at 1160 and 1192. So 1160 and 1192 again right here, and then again where we are now, right between 1160 and 1192. We're not able to move past this level for whatever reason. It's a pretty major level to be in. So QQQ still getting rejected. Not able to get above that moving average on the 5-minute. So we're going to continue to watch, wait, and hold our LUNR position. But if markets continue to sell off, and if they do actually get below this 514 support range, then we could see major selling pressure on LUNR. So here we go, LUNR pushing up. May have to just start reducing my position just because there is so much uncertainty if it doesn't push up on this next move. If it gets rejected, we may just have to reduce our position size. But I mean, we're so close to getting some highs, right? We just need to be patient to get up to these 1260 levels again. MACD starting to curl over. You see that? RSI beginning to rise. Would have loved to get down at $11, right? Pre-market. That would have been beautiful. Okay, trying to get above that moving average and hold. So very close to getting above it and holding. It's at the moving average, at 1197. $5.16. Got above that moving average for a minute, trying to hold. Okay, QQQ slightly holding above for the moment. And we've been live for 30 minutes. That's amazing. Holding. Doesn't seem to be able to get above that 1192, guys. Right on 1192. Got rejected off of the moving average, so that's not good. Not looking bad, though. Did have some slight rejection as well. Below the moving average for the first time in a while, so I mean, it could definitely drop. I'm holding. I am holding at these levels here. Any news? Says it's a great place for investors to avoid tariff impact. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like we're not holding above that 45 EMA anymore. So I may have to get out and reduce my position. It's not bad. I mean, it could definitely push up more. Doesn't have to. It's definitely overbought. It's still above that 45 EMA on the 30 minute. So it's still holding pretty strong at this level. All right, so it is 8 o'clock, guys. I got a very busy day today. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. I'll give you an update on this position and the overall markets and my trade ideas throughout the day. Maybe every 20 to 30 minutes, I'll kind of give an update, or once every hour, or until I decide to, reduce my position, add more, or get out completely for a loss or a profit. So I'll keep you guys up to date in the Discord. If you're not sure what that is, it is a community that we have grown to help extend these live streams, because of course can't go live all day, but if we do have open positions or we're keeping an eye on specific stocks for certain LTE members, I will give you those basically trade ideas, alerts, and stuff like that in the Discord. Now, if you want to join, it's 100% free, lifetime access, and it is the first link in the description below. Also consider following me on Instagram. It is the first pinned comment in the comment section, or it's also the I believe the third or fourth link in the description below. Check it out, follow me along. You get to see kind of behind the scenes of inside look at my day in the life on Instagram. It's where I also give out like motivational quotes and memes and some cool market update news as well. So join Discord, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that would be great. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We just crossed over, I think, 7,400. And so help us get to 10K, because when we do get to 10,000, we're going to be doing a 10K giveaway, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm excited for whoever is going to win that part of the giveaway. So thank you for your time. Like always, remember, let's end the year on a green note. And if you feel uncomfortable taking a trade, or the market conditions are not suiting your style of trading, there's nothing wrong with simply not taking a trade at all. And remember, a cash position is a position, okay? So it's okay to stay cash too when times of uncertainty. Appreciate your time, and you guys have a great rest of your day.